Merry Christmas! My name is Holly. I live at the North Pole, and I am the head of all the Scout Elves. Have you ever seen a Scout Elf before? Scout Elves are sometimes called an elf on the shelf, and it's their job to watch and make sure that they know every single good thing that you do so that you can be on Santa's nice list. Every night at the Christmas season, those elves come back from the homes where they live. They come back to the North Pole and they find me. Because I am the head of all the Scout Elves, they report to me each night during the Christmas season. I make a list of all of the good things that each child has done. And I bring that list to the big man himself. Now, I'll bet there are some things that you already know about elves. What size are elves usually? Are elves big or little? Elves are usually little, aren't they? You might have an elf at your house. In fact, you do have an elf at your house. Santa Claus makes sure that every single family has an elf. Sometimes those elves are very sneaky, and sometimes those elves are very bold. The bold elves let you see them, and the sneaky elves stay hidden all the time. In fact, some of them have magic that makes them invisible so that nobody can see them. This allows them to be so sneaky to watch every good thing that you do. We are so proud of all the good things that you have done. Is there a good thing that you did already today? You are so important to the Christmas spirit. Every single thing that you do that is kind or that is helpful or that makes someone smile spreads the Christmas spirit and helps Santa Claus to fly around the world to give presents to everyone on Christmas Eve. Guess what? Once every 100 years, an elf is born that is bigger than all the rest, almost as big as Santa Claus himself. And that elf is the head of all the Scout Elves. Right now, that's me. I take all of those lists and I help Santa decide who gets gifts on Christmas. Can you sing a Christmas carol with me? Join in if you know the words. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. I am so proud to be a part of Santa Claus's team. If you have an elf at your house that's brave enough to be seen, you might notice that those elves are frozen during the day. And what happens if you touch an elf on the shelf? If you touch an elf on the shelf, they start to lose their magic, don't they? Now, we know that mistakes happen sometimes, but it's very important to be as careful as you can be with your elf. They're counting on you because they need to be healthy and strong enough to get back to the portals that bring them to the North Pole each night. Now, when an elf comes back to your house from the North Pole, if it's one of those brave elves that you can see, instead of one of the super sneaky ones that is invisible, guess what happens? Those elves might make a little mischief, but there is a moment when a magic spell descends upon all of the Scout Elves, and they have to be in place in their hiding spot for that day before the magic spell takes place. Because as soon as the magic descends upon them, they freeze and they can't move like this. we have to do that because elves love to have fun more than anything else. Elves have a hard time paying attention and sitting still. Do you ever have a hard time sitting still? Let's see if you can do it. Let's pretend that there is a magic spell that's going to come on you and make you freeze just like an elf so that you can watch to find all the good things that people you love are doing. Okay, I want you to decide how you're going to sit. Maybe you can find a hiding spot close enough to where I am right now so that we can still hear each other. Are you ready? Do you have your hiding spot? You can stay right here with me if you'd like. When I count to 3, I'm going to say Merry Christmas. And by the time I'm done with Merry Christmas, try to freeze. And this is how elves freeze. They have a little smile with no teeth. Can you do that? And then they look with their eyes to the side. You can pick which side you look to. I'm gonna look this way. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas! Now see how long you can hold it. How long can you stay frozen? Little elves can't stay frozen for very long. They can't wait to get up and play, and you know sometimes they make a little mischief in your house. But we know that their job is so important, so the magic helps them. You're doing a very good job. You can unfreeze anytime you like. In fact, you can unfreeze right now if you want to, so you can see the Christmas gift we're going to be making together today. I want you to grab your supplies. We need 1 piece of white paper, and we need some markers or crayons or colored pencils. Anything that can put color onto this paper. We're going to make some Christmas art for somebody you love. This is one of the very first training exercises that toy elves do. There are all different kinds of elves at the North Pole, and we'll talk about that later. But I want you to get markers in these colors. This is what we're going to be making together today. Please find a marker that's red, or you can use anything to color with. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and brown and black. And 1 piece of paper about this size. When you have that, you can pause the video to go get it. I'll be right here. I'll just freeze for you. And when you're ready, just push play again. And we'll be ready to start our story and our art. Ready, set, go get your supplies. Welcome back. Okay, I am going to take off my elf gloves because we have some serious business to do. We're going to start with our story first. This is called Olive, the Other Reindeer. What do you know about reindeer? Reindeer that pull Santa's sleigh can do something that other reindeer can't. What can Santa's reindeer do? They can fly! Yes! Now, we have a song that perhaps you know. Sing with me if you know it. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, ho, ho, ho. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him, as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. We have a story about a dog named Olive. There she is. Every day, Olive took her daily dog walk. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Which one is your favorite season? My favorite season is winter. Which season is Christmas in? Winter. Today, it was a winter's day. My favorite. It was the holidays. There was music playing outdoors. People were singing along. All of the other reindeer. Olive was too shy to sing, so she hummed instead. Can you hum All of the Other Reindeer with me? Good job. Back at her doghouse, Olive was wrapping presents and listening to the radio. Now it's time to start our picture. First, we're going to draw a present. Can you find the present? Right there. You get to pick the colors of your present. What colors are my present? Red and green. So start with the color that you want your box to be. I'm going to start with green. You can pick any color you like. Now, about right here, we're going to draw a square. It goes up and over and down and over. Good job on the square. Now, we're going to draw a bow on the top. It's going to look kind of like a heart. We're going to draw a bubble like this, almost a circle, see? And then we're going to draw another bubble right next to it. Perfect! Now, we need to draw 2 lines for a ribbon. 1, 2. There we go, if you want to. This step is optional. That means you can do it if you want. You can draw another line going across like this, and then another one underneath it. That will make a crisscross ribbon. There are lots of beautiful ways to wrap presents. Now, while I keep reading the story, you can color in your present if you want to. Olive was wrapping presents and listening to the radio, and she heard that same song again. Can you sing it with me? All of the other reindeer, went the song. And this time Olive sang along. She sang, Olive the other reindeer. Is it saying Olive is the other reindeer? No, it's saying all of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They've learned. They're much nicer now. We all make mistakes sometimes, right? And those reindeer want to be on Santa's nice list too. You'll see why at the end of the story. Olive the reindeer, said Olive. She got the words wrong, but I think you'll be glad she did. I thought I was a dog. I must be a reindeer. Is she a reindeer or is she a dog? She's a dog, huh? So what does a dog say? It was the time of year when all reindeer reported to the North Pole to help Santa Claus. That's true. There are certain reindeer that can fly, but just like elves all have different jobs at the North Pole, reindeer have different jobs at the North Pole too. Mostly their job is to keep the North Pole looking beautiful and clean and fresh, and to take care of the forest. Well, Olive put down her scissors carefully and she marched out the door. Can you show me your marching feet? Sometimes at the North Pole, we make marching soldier toys, and they're good at marching. Can you stand up straight, put your hands in fists, and march, 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 march? Good job! Olive took 1 bus and then 2 buses. Where is closer to the North Pole? This or this? What do you think? This is closer to the North Pole, right? And what kinds of trees can you see on these pages? On this page, there's a tree on top of a car, and on this page, there are trees growing out of the ground. Can you find them? Let's count the trees. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's part of one. We'll count that one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a lot of trees. And those are Christmas trees. They're called evergreens or pine trees. And it's time to put a Christmas tree on our picture. This is what it's going to look like. What shapes do you see in this tree? Those are triangles, right? This is how we're going to draw it. You can make your Christmas tree any color you want. I'm going to use green again. All right. I want you over on this side of the paper, I want you to draw a line that goes almost from the top of the page down almost to the bottom. Got it? All right, now we're going to draw the top part of a triangle. It starts here and it goes down into the side. Now we're going to do the same line over here. This looks like an arrow, doesn't it? Now, this needs a line to go across and connect these two. Let's do the bottom of the triangle. Good job. Now right here, where this one stops, all these lines come together. See that point? I want you to draw another top of a triangle coming down and down, just like that. Now, let's draw a line to connect them on the bottom, just like we did before. We're gonna do that one more time, starting right here. Can you find that spot on your paper? Good job. Draw a line going down. You can make this one bigger if you want to, because the bottom of the tree is usually bigger. Draw another line over to the side, and then close it off at the bottom. What is your very favorite Christmas ornament? Oh, that sounds so lovely. My very favorite Christmas ornament is a little baby. It's made in a walnut shell and it's hanging on my tree. I want you to draw some ornaments on your tree. On my tree, I drew lots of ornaments. What shape did I make my ornaments? That's circles, isn't it? You can make ornaments of any color you like. Maybe think about the person that's going to get this present from you and draw the colors that they like. I'm going to put a few purple ornaments on while you do ornaments on your tree. Let's do a circle here and here and here. Does that look good so far? Thank you. I think yours looks great too. You can get any other color you want and fill it all up with ornaments. If you want, you can even put something on the top. At the North Pole, we have a silver star on the tip top of our Christmas tree. Olive got to the North Pole just in time. Can you find Santa on this page? When you find Santa, I want you to say, ho, ho, ho. Look, what's he doing? He's making a list, checking it twice. Sing with me. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa was checking his list for the second time. That means it's almost time to go. Elves were busy helping the reindeer and loading the sleigh with presents for all the good girls and boys. Remember I told you that elves have lots of different jobs at the North Pole? We have elves called scout elves, like me. All the scout elves visit the homes to help Santa know all of the good things that you are doing. There are other elves too that help take care of the reindeer. There are elves that make toys. There are elves that wrap the presents. There are elves that take care of Santa's sleigh. Which kind of elf would you like to be if you lived at the North Pole? I'm happy to be exactly the elf that I am, and I hope you're happy to be exactly who you are too. Olive took her place. Santa noticed there was a little dog in the lineup. Santa knew a lot about dogs. Do you know a lot about dogs? Do dogs like to chew on things like sticks? Yes, they do. Do dogs like to sniff things? Yes, they do. Do dogs like to play? Yes, they do. Can dogs fly? No, they can't. Santa knew, for instance, that dogs can't fly. But it was time to go, so he decided to give Olive a chance. Comet, the biggest reindeer, used a piece of extra ribbon to make sure Olive was tied in safe and tight. Now they were ready to go. Remember, I told you, they're nice now. What do you see on the collar? Jingle bells. Now, it's time to add something to our picture. That something is a snowman. What shapes do you see on our snowman? What's this shape? A circle. That's right. We have 1, 2, 3 circles. Ready? I'm going to make my snowman blue. What color are you going to choose? I think your snowman's going to be great. We're going to start at the bottom because when you make a snowman, you got to do the bottom first. So make a big circle between the tree and the present. A big circle. Good job. Now we're going to have a medium-sized circle right on top of that. There you go. Now we're going to have a small circle on the tip top of that. That is his head. Your snowman could be a boy or a girl. Your snowman can be whatever you want, but your snowman probably needs a face. His face or her face is going to be 2 eyes. Let's draw them. I'm using black to draw my eyes. I'm drawing 2 circles, just like that, right where the eyes go, almost at the top. And now we're going to draw some circles for a mouth. With a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. He needs some buttons. You can draw as many buttons as you want. I'm going to do 3 buttons. 1, 2, 3. Frosty the snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. What would you use for a nose on a snowman? Mine's going to be orange, and I'm going to make mine a carrot. A carrot is going to be a triangle. We're going to make a long, skinny triangle like that and close off the end. You can color yours in too if you want. Now, our snowman's going to need some arms. Let's do brown for the arms. Coming right out by his buttons, we're going to do a line going up and another line going up on the other side. You can draw a little line on the end and another one, almost like a triangle that you don't finish. Now, your snowman is ready. And thank you for singing with me. Olive was surprised. It was so easy to fly. Is Olive really flying? No. For this page, you can run around the room and pretend to fly, or you can sit here and pretend to soar while I read. The other reindeer were very curious about the new helper. They looked at Olive so much that they weren't watching where they were going. Can you say crash with me and clap your hands? Crash! They flew smack into the top of a too tall tree. How are the ornaments on your tree coming? I bet they're beautiful. Oh dear, said Santa. My sleigh is stuck in this tree. I'll have to cut it free. Olive clung to the side of the tree. She tried to fly up to help Santa, but she could not, because dogs can't fly. She climbed up slowly and she started chewing. Chewing sticks was something Olive could do well. You know that. Thank you, Olive, said Santa Claus as they got back on their way. They had not traveled far when Olive's nose began to twitch. Can you make your nose twitch like Olive's? Olive smelled trouble. It was the smell of gumdrop candies as they fell from the sleigh. Drop, drop, drop. Olive barked and Santa knew what to do. Can you bark like Olive? He steered the reindeer down and around so that all of the gumdrops fell, plop, 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 back into the toy sack. What kinds of treats do you like at Christmas time? Well, we're going to add something to our picture, which is a treat that you can find at the North Pole every Christmas. What is that? A candy cane. I'm going to use red for my candy cane. And my candy cane is going to be next to my present. For a candy cane, I want you to draw a rainbow, just like that. And keep drawing the line down, just on one side. You can leave it like that if you want, or if you want to make it a fat one, you can start another line and follow the one you made first, almost like you're drawing a road. Do the rainbow piece all the way up to the top and close it off. Then go to the bottom and close that part off too. If you did one like this, you're going to want to draw some lines on it. Draw some diagonal lines. That means they go up and to the side. There you go. Keep drawing the lines all the way across. And then you can color in, leave a white space, and then make a red space. Leave a white space and then make a red space all the way down. It's looking beautiful. We were very lucky not to lose a single gumdrop, thought Olive. Then she heard a strange sound. It was the musical note. She spun around on her string to see the night sky filled with falling flutes. Look, it's the flutes! Olive had to howl louder than the wind instruments. This was not music to Santa's ears. First gumdrops and now flutes, thought Santa. That tree must have torn a hole in my sled. Prepare for an emergency landing, Santa instructed. The sleigh landed in a snowy field full of flutes. Luckily, Olive was very good at fetching sticks. It is something dogs love to do. Before Santa has finished patching the hole in the sleigh, Olive has returned each and every flute back to the sack. Ho, 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 said Santa. We're ready to go. We're going to add something else to our drawing. Take your blue marker and we're going to make some snow all along the bottom. Just draw a wavy line underneath all of the other things you've drawn so far. Just like that. You can make the waves any way you like because snow falls differently every time. In fact, I'm going to teach you how to make a snowflake so you have snow falling in your picture too. Draw a line down. There you go. Now draw a line right across it. Good job. Draw a line going across like this, and then use this empty space to do the same thing on the other side. You can make all kinds of those on your picture. You can make big ones and little ones. Every snowflake is different, so it's okay if your snowflakes don't all look alike. They were running late, but after a while, all the good children received their presents and Santa and his team headed home. They were almost home when they got caught in the dreaded North Pole fog. The reindeer slowed down until it was only the breeze that moved them along. The fog was as thick as a pillow and it made everyone feel sleepy. Then Santa remembered something about dogs. They are expert smellers. You knew that. Olive, I'd hate to be late for breakfast this year, he said. Mrs. Claus has planned a parade of cookies. You can almost smell them, can't you? Olive could smell the cookies. Olive, won't you guide my sleigh this morning? Asked Santa. Olive moved to the front of the reindeer. We're going to add some cookies to our picture. The cookies are right here, and next to it, a glass of milk. You can pick whatever color you would like for your plate of cookies. I'm going to use red for the plate. Underneath the tree, draw an oval. An oval is like a circle that got squished a little bit. Now, you can pick what color you want your cookies to be. My cookies are going to be brown. On your plate, draw 3 circles to make cookies. You can use different colors to draw sprinkles on your cookies with dots, or you can draw chocolate chips on your cookies like this. You can color them in and color your plate if you'd like. Let's see if Olive and her friends get home for Mrs. Claus's parade of cookies. Thanks to Olive's nose and Mrs. Claus baking, they made it all the way back to the North Pole. All of the elves sang out a cheer. Hooray, hooray! Santa and the reindeer and the little doggy are back. Can you say hooray with me? Hooray! Back at the North Pole, it was a glorious morning. After eating lots of good food, it was time to open presents. The reindeer got jump ropes, and the elves got toy trains. Santa reached into his toy sack, and he had just one present left. Who do you think it was for? It was for Olive. It was her very own set of reindeer antlers. They fit perfectly. Then everyone went outside to play reindeer games. The end. We're going to add one more thing to our picture. That is going to be some Christmas lights strung across the top. Take a green marker or crayon, and I want you to draw a string. Start it somewhere on this side. I'm going to start it right here and swoop it over to just between the tree and the snowman. You can swoop it however you like. You can even give it a loop-de-loop if you want. Now, right here above the tree, I want you to do another one and swoop it over like that. Those are our wires, and we're going to add colored lights. You can pick whatever color you want. I'm going to start with red. Red is my favorite color. To make the lights, just draw, remember the ovals? Just draw an oval, or you can make it a circle, just like that, right on the wire. You can draw some on both sides of the wires, and you can add them all along the wires, both of them in different colors. When you're done, it will look like this, and you can even color them in. Would you like to draw a Santa hat, a hat like mine, on top of your snowman's head too? Okay, I will teach you. Right on top of the snowman's head, draw a rectangle. Good job! Now draw a triangle on top of that rectangle. And you are all done! Make sure you sign your masterpiece at the bottom. You can color in all of the parts and make a beautiful gift for someone you love. Before we go, would you sing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" together with me? We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas!